We're looking at her ceiling. All right. Turn your chair just a little bit more and then we can see both of us, maybe.
I'm not seeing much of you. See?
Hello. Hi, Nanny Tam. How are you? So glad that you're here. Hi, Rhoda. You're not saying hi to any of these people, Tom.
Well, hello, and hello.
Hi, Odette. Aw. She says, hello there, sunshine. Hi, honey. Hi, a little bit of everything. What's your first name? Hi, Alice. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Sandy. Oh, Tiffany. I'm sorry. You're new. So, welcome aboard, Tiffany. We're just going to give it a couple seconds, see if we get anybody else in here, and then we'll get started. Hi, Mary. How are you? I do have that right, Little House? You're Mary? I'm so bad with names. I do try, though. Hi, Timberline Skies. What's your first name? I try to remember everybody. Hi, Sally. You made it. The kid hasn't been there to pick you up yet. Lisa. I love this. Everybody's just like popping in. I love it. How you feeling, Sherry? Everybody keep Sherry on your prayer list because she's still not doing real well. I love how everybody tells everybody hi and good morning. I love it. You can watch till she gets here. That's great. We know I seen a posting on Facebook today, and where we were going to take our grandsons to go swimming. They have a petting zoo not too far from there, so I'm going to tell my son about that. So maybe after we do go swimming in a couple weeks, they can take the kids over to the petting zoo. So today's is going to be different. That's why I did a breakfast video. So we talked about it last week, and so I thought we'd go ahead and do this. It's a touchy subject because, you know, you don't want to get strikes on your channel. And thank goodness I've never gotten one. So, we do have the best community, actually. But this is going to be about prepping and about survival. So I hope you guys brought your paper. I did. So the first thing I want to say is I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist. Not too bad. Not too bad. Well, not that bad. I do not trust the government. And I don't know how you guys feel about you guys that are in Canada or whatever, but I really don't trust that they're got our best interest at heart always. So I think that we need to depend on ourselves and our communities. So this started a couple years ago during COVID, and I know, right? Sure. She says it's not a conspiracy, but it's true. And a lot of those conspiracy theories have come true. But during COVID, my son told me to do some research. And hi, Budget Prepper. Hey, Ro, how are you? And I did some research, and it kind of put a little bit of fear in me, I'd say. Wouldn't you say? A little bit of fear. And so I was just like, oh my, we need to do something. So I learned how to can, and I learned how to dehydrate, and a few other things. One day I told Tom, do you mind if I take $100 and go to the dollar store? So what I did is I got these, those plastic tubs, and I went to the dollar store and I wrote down some stuff I got. I got shampoo, conditioner, soap, body wash, toothbrush, toothpaste, dish soap, Band-Aids. I think we even have some antibacterial soap.
Mm-hmm.
And I put all those in there. And then I kind of went crazy with canning and stuff. And dehydrating. I know it's because they got us upside down now and I can't get it fixed. But I started canning, and like I've never been a bean lover or rice or anything like that. Not even so much as really not a what do you call that? Oatmeal fan. But I wanted to be able to stock up on stuff that I knew would keep me and my family going. So my goal is to have enough stuff canned, canned goods, whatever, enough to do a family of 8 for a year. Because these kids don't believe what we do. So what I'm looking for from you guys too is ideas on what you guys stock up for, either food, your pantry, or for survival. But we're going to show you some of the things. Tom made a few trips up and down the stairs to show you guys. I know, isn't it crazy? These kids don't believe, but now actually my son with the kids, his wife is getting more into it now. Not that much, but a little bit, I would say.
Yeah, tiny bit.
And my one son, he doesn't, because he lives in a tiny apartment. And my other son's getting ready to move after his divorce, so he'll be moving in here. So let's hope we don't have a ton of stuff. But I was actually watching Appalachia Homestead yesterday, and she made a thing where people are like teasing people that stock up and do all that stuff. And one daughter actually took this 80-some-year-old mother's stuff and threw everything out. I just don't understand it. Yeah, I've got Mylar bags too for dry goods. I have, I actually bought those, what are they, 3-gallon?
Yeah, I think you're
3-gallon water things from Walmart, and I put rice in there. I have oatmeal, mashed potato flakes, and they're oxygen absorbers and stuff, and they actually stack on top of each other. I do have a lot of water stocked up, and him and I were just talking about it today. What we did for cleaning water, we have good drinking water that we actually purchased. Then we took gallon milk jugs and juice jugs and all that, and we cleaned them out really, really good. We filled them with water, and then we'll dump them out every 6 months or so. But we're going to use that to water the garden, and then we'll refill it. But we do have quite a bit of drinking water, and in that as well we have, let me cross this off as I talk about it. We have water purifying straws, and we also have water purifying tablets. And then we did buy one of those handheld water purifiers. Jack and I want to go on one that you can literally go put a hose in the river, because we live right by the river, and it filters everything out for us. But it's like $300, so we have to save up. That's awesome, Nanny Tam. That is so great. All right. So if people think we're crazy, I really don't care. I look at it that if you never use it, fantastic. If you do have to use it, it's there. Oh no. Did you use those buckets, Ro? Because we went out, and if you guys go I don't know what states you guys are all in, but if you guys go to Meijer or Walmart,
Any bakery.
bakeries, some of the, where'd we get some of that from? From the, like, delis. They will sell you those or just give them to you. Meijer gave us, God, we must have gotten between me, Vanessa, and Jack, I think I got 18 of those 5-gallon buckets. And then I put my flour and sugar in the Mylar bags, and then I put it inside of that. And actually, if you guys watch that one Christmas video, I got 2-gallon ones, right? And I did the kids a survival bucket. All right, have fun, Sally.
Bye, Sally.
That's a great idea, Sherry. She has a metal garbage can to store her Mylar bag stuff in. That's a really good idea. That's a great idea. Good idea, Ro. I know it sucks to be able to put all that money and time into preserving that stuff and then rodents get in there. Thank God we don't have any of that. Yes. All right, so I'm going to show you some of the things that we've done. And then you guys tell me. So one of my customers, it's called Lil Dusty Online, LILDUSTY online.com. And he goes in and buys whole estates. And so I look on there every week, and sometimes it drives Tom crazy, but that's okay. And I will pick up things that we may never use, but if we do, it's there. This one I had to pick up because it has ducks on it. But all my lamps have the oils in them, so they're ready to go. So when thinking about, if SHTF happens, you want to make sure that you have something to heat, especially like we live in Michigan, and it gets pretty dang cold here. You want something to provide you light and, a purpose to cook on, so these lights, actually, you can use them as heat as well. I will tell you a story. When we lost power during an ice storm, but my mom was still alive. So it must be 10 years ago.
Cool.
About 10 years ago. My sister offered for us to come out there, but my kids are like, does what's her name have her birds out there? And I said, yeah, and they go, we'll sit here and risk it. So, because her birds scream and my kids can't stand it. So, I had read this thing about clay pots, and then you set it up on this other clay pot, and then you put the little tiny candles underneath of it. And so we cleaned up our center table in the living room, and we lit all those up, and our cat literally wrapped around that, didn't she, to stay warm. But that one thing actually kept our living room warm. Make sure you guys hit that like button, please. But that one thing kept our living room warm. The rest of the house, not so much. Now, this is something I bought online. They won't give me an affiliate, but I'll tell you what it is anyway. But it's hybrid light. And it's actually, what do you call that?
Solar.
It's solar. So it actually extends. Tom uses this thing. I don't.
Yeah.
Where's the on button at? Not in my eyeballs. But you can choose the level of light here. So it gets pretty dang bright. But the reason I bought this, and I got one for each one of the kids too, is right here. You can charge your phones, tablets, whatever with it at the same time. So I got each one of the kids one of those for Christmas.
It's also a flashlight too.
Yes, and you can keep it down like that. And where's that button? Oh, and you can use it as just a flashlight. And it does have a handle so that you can hang it up too. Oh, that's a good idea to get the dollar store lights.
Those solar lights?
Yeah, that is a really good idea. Let me write that down. That's a great idea. I didn't think about that one. Yeah, me too. Okay, so we have several different alternatives now. We have the fire pit. We also have those, what do they call them? Camp stoves? Coleman camp stoves. And I also got this, and I got it for $16, you guys. And this thing is awesome. It's a portable gourmet stove, and it has a little tiny, do you want to pull that out? Don't burn yourself, Tom.
Thing on fire there.
Yeah, don't do that. So this one, I'm not going to put all the parts together, but it makes it so that you can have a ring here. And then it does have, how do I open that again? I'll have to depend on Tom to cook. Oh, there it is. And it has a little butane fuel in it. And actually it doesn't engage until you actually cook with it. So you can keep it in there forever. And then underneath here I think is where it's somewhere. But you can actually make the ring for cooking. That's not how we did it.
I think it turns upside down.
We'll figure it out. Believe me, if you're hungry enough, you'll figure it out quick. Here you go, put that back in there. So that's one of the things. I seen that they're online. Oh, there it is. And then it flips upside down. So that you can literally cook on top of it.
You gotta do it the right way though.
There you go. So, just by flipping it upside down,
you got your burner.
You got your burner. And we, of course, bought extra ones. And if you guys are looking at butane and stuff like that, you want to put it back in there. Grab it now. Because the price of that stuff is going up crazy stupid. Even the oil for your lamps and stuff are going up really crazy stupid. I tell you, if somebody ever broke into our house, if SHTF did happen, they'd be like, oh,
Jackpot.
Score, we'll be living here for a while. Yeah, he wants to cook on it. How about he wants me to cook on it? I'm losing people. And then I found these the other day. He couldn't find them. But I got these at a regular grocery store the other day for $1 a piece. So I bought 3 more. And we have a couple more. You have 2 Coleman stove burner that uses propane. Absolutely. Absolutely. Then I found this, and I think I paid $8 for this. And this actually, you can tell what I'd buy at the auction. I think I paid $8 for this. This is actually a rechargeable portable blender. So, you know, if you need to blend up anything, you know, I don't care what it is. As long as you've charged up, it lasts for a very, very long time, and it does 48 ounces. So I bought this, I think, for $8. Oh, that's a great idea, too. Let me write that down. Dollar store light up sticks. Hope you guys are taking notes, too. That is a great idea. All right, hand me those over there. Now these are those toilet rolls that I told you about. So we save our toilet rolls and then we fill it with all of our lint. And actually that's how we started the fire right out in the pit. Was we just throw one of these underneath the fire, starts it right up. What we got over there? I'm excited. What we got? Tom doesn't let me go to the basement, so it's nice when I get to see this stuff again. Oh, I have little candles. I bought all these at the auction too. And it came with all different kinds of containers or whatever. I think I paid $2 for that. So I use those. And then let me see, that's the one from the dollar store, isn't it?
I think so.
And then the Dollar Tree had these last year.
You just pull it up.
No, this isn't the Dollar Tree one. Look at that light. This one is from Bulbhead. No, that's not the ones from the Dollar Tree. I don't remember where I got those. But those are nice. Whew. That's bright. So you guys getting any good ideas that you hadn't had before? I've gotten a couple from you. So the solar light, let's cross that off. Battery lamps, oil lamps.
Oh, you forgot to say. Magnetic.
Oh, yeah, that one's magnetic. I must have bought that online somewhere. That's true, you can. Good morning, Alfred. How are you? You guys got to go over and check out his channel sometime because he's been doing his gardening and it's got such beautiful property. And Rose got a channel. So does Little House Happy Home. So does Peace Be Still. We're losing people again. Must be we're scaring them. Uh-oh. Okay, we mentioned candles. We mentioned the clay pots. Now, there's one thing I haven't mentioned. Oh, really? Okay. If you dip it into the wax there, become waterproof. That's a great idea. Handheld can openers. Make sure you guys have one of those. It'd suck to have all those canned goods and then not be able to get into them. That would suck. Now, I was going through and doing some research on things that you can do for heat and for light and all that other good stuff. Do you know Crisco originally started out as like, it's oil, but it burns. And do you know if you do a Crisco candle? So I did one of those for the kids too. I got these, they were like square vases and they were glass. I got them from Little Dusty, I think for, what was it, $6? I got 6 of them in a package or something. Hi, Tessie, how are you? I seen that. Thank you so much for the shout out. Everybody say hi to Tessie. But those will last for 72 hours. And
2 days.
Well, it's 72 hours, 72 days. I'm not sure which one it is, but a long time. And what you do is you melt down you can actually use just a can and throw a candle in it. But what I did to make it look pretty, I got those glass containers and I melted down my Crisco and then I put a big, candle about like this size around inside and then I poured it in there so it actually looks pretty. 72 hours. So that's a long, long time to be able to have a candle and you can use it as heat as well. I'm glad everybody knows who Tessie is. That's good. And if you guys don't know who Tessie is, Homestead Tessie, she is, she cooks from scratch. She does amazing things. I just absolutely love her.
That the one with the chickens?
No. She lost her chickens earlier this year, remember?
Oh, that's right.
The one I keep sending the rabbit stuff to.
The wolves got him.
No.
Got him. No.
So Tessie, did you get your other package? I found something the other day I just had to send to her. Oh, I did the water. And then also we actually bought a case of toilet paper. And then I have laundry soap. And so I try to keep a couple ahead, but now I make my own. So, we can keep our own laundry soap as well. Because I don't know about you guys, just because if things hit bad, I don't want to be dirty. I want to be clean. I do have a river down here. If worse comes to worse, I can go down and clean up at the river. I'm not going to get in it because I would afraid what's in that river. Yeah. We also do have a generator. We have a 110 and a 220. We got those actually at Little Dusty's too. So if you have an online auction service that you can go to, sometimes you can get some really, really killer deals. And Tessie actually was talking about a produce auction. We don't have any of those here. That really sucks. I know we have food auctions that you can get canned goods and stuff at, but we don't have a produce one. Oh, really? You know, is that where that's got the little tiny pieces or something? Yeah, it is vegan friendly. Hi, Allie. How are you? Yeah, we do have some baby wipes too. Oh, they got there safely? Awesome. I hope you can use what else was in that package too. I want one of those Jackery things, but boy, they're expensive. Awesome, Tessie. It's all right, Allie. You're here. That's good. So, my question to you guys is, we're not going to make this a real long video today because Tom has a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I seen some of those online the other day. I'll have to look at those because maybe that's something I could pass out in those homeless bags too. I'll look that up. Let me write that down. So they're like an adult baby wipe. Okay. Awesome. All right. Yes, and seeds. Go get my 2 things of seeds. Save your seeds. Save your seeds. Especially now they're doing a lot of hinky stuff. Save your seeds. I learned last year from the girl I'm not friends with anymore, but she taught me how to save my seeds and to harvest my seeds. So be sure that you do that. It's very, very important.
This one's not locked on. Just close that door.
But I do have, eventually I'll get a better seed package, but I save tons of seeds, and the ones that I buy that I can get at a good deal. So I have 2 of these filled with seeds, and then I have a baggie too of other seeds. So save your seeds. That's something we always want, the ability to make our own food. That's a good idea. So in the future, would you guys like to do something like this once a month where we talk about different things and different ways to preserve food, canning, all that good stuff? Would you guys like to do that? Tom's like, 1 day a month I don't have to cook. And you're right, and the seeds do last. That's something that we don't have is extra gas, and that's something Tom needs to go up and do. Oh, Nanny, that is a great idea. That is a great idea. You know what? A small fishing kit. You know what? That is a wonderful idea. That is. We were just talking about that because AJ, I want to teach him how to fish, and I said, well, I'll buy him the pole if you let me take him out. But I need to find out if I need a license or if just because we have his pole, it'll be okay. That is a really good idea, a small fishing kit, because, you know, I'm not a hunter and I live in the city. Well, I'm not a hunter, but let me tell you, if it comes down to feeding my family, I just have a handgun, but I will tell you, I'm not going to let my family starve. I'm not into, oh, I'll tell you something. Last Thursday, I went to go get my grandkids. I leave here at 4:30 in the morning. And we live by the river, so we have skunks, we have woodchucks, we have coons and possums and all that good stuff. And I go to get in the car, and you know, when you click the locks, the light comes on. And here comes a raccoon right towards me. And he looks at me and I look at him, and he turns around and I go, it's okay, dude, just don't get any closer. But he ran back off into my backyard. Yes, it's true. That is a great idea. And that's something me and Tom need to do, is get back out to the practice range. And we need to do that, Tom. We went out to the practice range, but if it's something that you don't do all the time, you forget how to handle things properly. When it comes to a hand,
it's pretty expensive.
yeah, it is expensive, but I'm used to shotguns. I can do those all day long, but the handguns, I'm not as, you know what I mean? So handling gun practice is a good thing. Oh, that's a great idea, Ro. A sewing kit. I need to write that down too. I do kind of have a sewing kit because I used to embroider and stuff, so I do kind of, but you know, it'd be nice to have it at hand. And then the maxi pads to wound care.
For what?
Wound care. You know, if you get cut
no,
open
that's
really
not a bad
bad.
idea.
I didn't know they had one of those, Nanny. Is it just one of those little handheld ones? She said a battery-powered sewing machine.
Oh, I've seen those.
I've seen the little handheld ones.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they... I'm going to look that up. Sewing machines at charge.
Oh, rechargeable ones? That'd be awesome.
I'll tell you guys, I get some of the coolest, weirdest crap at that auction, don't I? Because some of those people are in their 90s and, you know, really, really old. And so I get a lot of old-time stuff, and I love that kind of stuff. Because I think it works better than any of this new stuff. I love that, Mary. She said her sister's kids papered her walls with maxi pads when they were little.
Oh, good boy.
Oh my goodness.
You trying to soundproof it?
Oh, really? Oh, Sherry, that's awesome. That is awesome. I have my grandma's, and it's electric, and she only used it a couple times, and she paid on it for like a year. And I just have never, I store stuff on top of the cabinet. I've never pulled it up. Well, for those of you that can, that don't can, I am going to, the closer it gets to, you know, where we can start picking all of our stuff. I am going to start doing step-by-step canning. And actually, if you go over to Homestead Tessie, she does the same thing. And I know that Ro and Rhoda, they both can as well. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Nice to see ya. So you guys let me know the videos that you would like to see. Like this week, they actually have at Horrocks, they have cucumbers on sale. And they're really cheap. So I think 6 for $1 or something. So Tom's going to go down and see how much of my sweet relish I have. So I might can up some sweet relish.
Just remember, you gotta leave room for your own.
I'm sure I can make pickles.
Plenty of cucumbers.
I'm glad to see you here, Carrie. I've missed you. Yes, and that is something too. Tiffany is right. If you have cats or pets, you know, Nanny Tam is right too. Over-counter medicines, you know, Tylenol, any of that kind of stuff. Cough medicine, I do have that in that. That's something I forgot, but I have that in the bucket too. But what we do, because we have 2 cats, every time he gets low on either cat food or on kitty litter, I order another one. So I always have 1 or 2 ahead, always, because I can't imagine my kitties not being able to eat. That would just break my heart. So, because they're my babies.
And they like nothing but dry food too.
Mm-hmm. We didn't let them get spoiled. They get nothing but dry food. We don't give them any treats, and we don't give them any wet food.
You give Jazz watermelon.
Yes, Jazz got watermelon. That's a good idea too, Sherry. Make sure you talk to your doctors about getting 3 to 6 months supply. There are some pills that they won't do that with, but we just changed insurances, so we're going to find out what that is because we haven't been able to get our medications. So, but now with Tom, that big $10,000 bill, we should be able to get most of our deductible taken care of. I would
Yeah, I would
hope.
hope so.
Hi, Ruth. How are you? You know, you guys, I want to tell you guys, you're wonderful. We have such a great community here. I love it. All the gifts that you guys have been sending, you know, I mean, honestly, you can ask Tom. Nobody buys me stuff for birthdays or Christmas, do they? I don't get anything, and I'm I'm a giver, and so
I always let
that's
you buy
fine.
what you want.
Yeah, Tom always goes get what you want.
Then I
But
have to take it back.
so it's like getting gifts from you guys is like my favorite holiday is my birthday. So it's like having my birthday every day when you guys send me stuff, and you don't have to do that. I'm not saying that, but you guys have no idea how much that just. It's amazing. It's amazing. And actually, I'm going to make something in one of my gifts today because I promised her something. So after this, I'm going to be baking something. And I know it's not healthy, but. And tonight's going to be a special request from Tom, and it's not healthy either. Yeah, yeah. Well, and you know something with the medicine situation, you guys? And I have no idea what my herbs are out there because all the labels washed off. Well, happy birthday, Rebecca. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rebecca. Happy birthday to you. And many more. I know, we're weird, right? So, but what I'm trying to do with my herbs is I want to get an herb book, and I want to find out, like, Tom and I are both diabetic. And I have high triglycerides, which if I'd lose weight, that'd go away too. But I want to look up and find out what kind of herbs help with diabetes, inflammation, you know, colds, what's something else? UTIs for women. How many of us are singing along? Hopefully a couple. But I want to look those up, and that's the herbs that I want to grow. So that if we can't get our medicines, that we can at least take something that's natural that will help us. Because I know, like, even for depression, there's that one, I can't think of what the, gosh, I can't think of the name of the, but anyway, there's all kinds of, you know, different herbs and spices and stuff that can help, you know, even with depression and all kinds of stuff so that we can, you know, maybe manage or even start doing a healthier thing. I'm not saying get off your pills, but, you know, healthier ways to bring down those numbers or whatever it happens to be. So that's a great thing. Thanks for bringing that up. We need to go out to the range. A sewing kit, maxi pads all over my bathroom wall. I can't even imagine. Lord. I'm surprised my
I can
boys
see
didn't.
AJ do that.
Oh my gosh, I could see AJ doing that too. Oh. When we went for a ride yesterday, he was like, Grandma, what's that building? Because you know there's empty buildings. What's that building? And he goes, what if we open up the window and go in there and see what's in there? I'm like, you can't do that. It's called breaking and entering. It's breaking the law. He goes, it's okay, Grandma. I'm like, no, it's not. Yes, Nanny Tam, that's a great idea. I I want to get to I hate taking all those pills, I'll be honest. I bet she was fuming mad too. Not just because they decorated the wall, but those things are expensive.
Not to mention it takes the paint off too.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do a post, and then maybe you guys can add on there what you would like to see the next time we do this. I think we came up with some great ideas. I actually filled up my half of my page. This is what I do. I get my recipes and I print them out. And then, so I don't waste it, I do notes. And then I can throw it away so I don't feel like I'm wasting trees or anything. So is there anything specific you guys would like to see in the prepping stage? Yeah, we have a great, Tiffany, you're going to love it here. We do have a great community. I mean, they're top notch. You couldn't ask for a better community. And we're always there to pray for each other. We're always there to look out for each other. Depression cooking. I'm not going to do depression cooking in 2 weeks, but what I am going to do is cheap cooking because our budget's a little bit off. Tom did get offered overtime Monday and Tuesday, which will be great, but it'll kind of make up for one day they sent him home because of a gas leak. Good, we're glad to have you. But it's going to be more pantry stuff that we can clean out of our freezers, refrigerators, off the pantry shelf, all that good stuff. So, and then I can do down the road, I can do a depression cooking too. So next week is vegetarian. I just finalized the menu yesterday. It's going to be great, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And then the following week, yeah, a lot of them make tinctures. I need to learn to do that. That's stuff that I want to learn to do over the winter when I don't have anything else to do, too. You know, Ro, that's a really good idea. Yes, I agree, Nanny Tam. Ro said that, you can, read what she said, you can practice with a bent needle on how to do stitches on oranges. That is a great idea.
Stitches on oranges.
Yeah, so that if you can't get to the hospital or anything.
Oh, practice on oranges.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Awesome idea.
Thank you, Ro. That is a really good idea.
My dad sewed up his own finger.
Yeah. But you guys, you never know if the power goes out or something, you don't know if you can get to the doctor.
And you can use fishing string.
And you can use fishing string. Believe me, his dad did it. But that's a wonderful idea. And then practice it on oranges.
Yep, doctor told my dad he had pretty nice butterfly stitches.
What is that? Chaga tea? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Let me write that down. It's good for diabetes. So my chiropractor, he wants me to lose weight. So I've got two liters of my pop left. I'm going to give up my pop and I'm going to cut my portions in half and see how that works. And I got to get back on my total gym and try to do it. A suture kit? Really? I wonder if that's something that you can buy. Let me look that up. Suture kit. I mean, I'm not into pain, but, I remember a couple of years ago, I had my knife facing the wrong way. I don't know how I did it. Nanny Tam would get after me for that. But it was upside down, and I cut my finger all the way to the bone. So butterfly kisses. My mom used to call them butterfly stitches. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, they have them at Walgreens? We have a bunch of those here in town.
Yeah.
See, I want to learn how to do a lot of that stuff because super glue, that's right. That's something we don't have in that thing. We need to get.
On that door right there.
But we need a couple that we just leave in our.
They actually sell it. That's
yeah, they have some that's
for wounds though.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the acetone in it.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't have the acetone in it. Okay. That's a good idea. I need to come spend the day with you, Ro. But our goal is when Tom fully retires, we want to sell this house and move up north, even if it's in a trailer. I really don't care. So it's going to be farther away from hospitals and stuff like that. So I want to make sure I know how to do all this stuff. Not that I'm not from up there originally, but you know what I'm saying. I was a kid back then and dependent on my mom and dad. And then when I was up there, when I was older, I just worked all the time, so I didn't care. My grandma tried teaching me how to can, and I did learn a few things, but, I didn't take life serious like these young kids don't. All right, so anything else that you guys want to mention right now? No, not Canada. When I take the kids swimming, you'll see it's about an hour and 15 minutes north of here. If you guys want to look it up on the map, it's called Vesterburg, Bestaburg, Michigan. That's where I'm from. I was born in Elma, Michigan, but I want to move back up around Vesterburg, and it's farming country, and my brother still lives over in Crystal, and when I say I want to go home, that's where home is. I want to go back up there. Defense, yes. I've never been a gun person. I've always had guns in my home. My parents had guns. My ex-boyfriend had guns. My ex-husband did. Tom did not, but my kids always had their guns in here. And I was like, wow. When my son took his gun out of here, I was like, pepper spray. I do have some pepper spray, but I don't know where it's at. I think it's in my drawer. And I didn't think about guns at all. And I just said, geez, this is the first time that, I've been in a house without a gun. Well, we had BLM come down through here, and they were in front of my house, and I was alone, and I was scared to death. And so I told Tom, I'm not going to put it the way I put it, because that would not be nice for YouTube, but you either move us out of the neighborhood, or I want a gun. And so we got a gun. Because it scared me. There was a group of probably, 40?
Yeah, not quite that many, probably 25.
25, something like that, out in front of our house. And my neighbors actually finally came out and said to leave her alone because I had a flag flying that they didn't like. So, and it was scary because I thought, I'm here alone and I could never have protected myself. That's a good idea too, Mary. Absolutely, Sherry. I agree. Bear spray? I don't think I've ever seen that.
Bear spray?
Yeah. I'll have to look that up. I don't think deer spray would do much good. That stuff stinks so bad. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Deer spray. Oh my gosh, you guys. That they do to, bring in deer. Oh, that stuff is horrible. Me too. Me too. But my neighbors are like family. I've known like the one lady since she was 16. The people across the street, we grew up together since we were like 7. And then the other lady across the street. And then they all 3 came out and they're like, leave her alone. I didn't go outside, but they were like, move on. And then they didn't want, Tom was coming back from Vanessa's, right?
No, I was actually coming from a different gum.
But over by there.
Over that area.
Yeah. Oh, my customer's house in Portland. And they would not let him through. And he told him, you move or I'm going to move you. And he has a big truck. So they wouldn't let him get to me.
I jumped the curb and went around him.
He jumped the curb, went around him. It was, I'll be honest, you guys, it was very, very scary. And to be here alone, and the cops did nothing.
They couldn't do anything about it because it wasn't on private property.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told him, I said, I bet if I hit him in the head with a shovel, that would probably make you come out here, right?
Yeah, but you won't do that. Pretend he didn't say that. But hopefully all that stuff has died down. We don't have to worry about it. But you know what? You want to make sure the one said, a good, and that's something we need to talk to our kids about, even though, like, our son Nate is now in Tennessee. My one son will be staying here until he finds a place once he sells his house. And then our other son is 20 minutes away. And we really don't have a meetup spot. You know what I mean? And that's something that you should know, if something happens, how to get to your family. Because I cannot imagine not being able to get to my sons or my grandkids. That just about, ugh. Yes, You do have to stay vigilant. And that's the one thing I like about our neighborhood, because we talked about it, over COVID. What would we do if, once our generators start running out and whatever, and we're like, everybody come to this house, and then, till we can take care of each other. Absolutely. I don't even have a bug out bag, to be honest with you. I probably should do one of those. Let me write that down too.
What, a bug out bag?
Bug out bag. But you know what? I don't really have a place to go. So, I live in the city, so I don't know where I'd go. And the closest place out in the country would be my brother, and he lives over an hour away. So, but he seen that he had somebody camping out in his yard the other day, his girlfriend's cousins. And I said, maybe we should come out and go camping. It'd be cheaper. It's a good idea, Sherry. We've come up with some really, really good ideas today, I think. So, next week we will not be doing a live. Tom has a side job to do for an air conditioner. And we should be doing one the following week. It depends on if we go on Saturday or Sunday with the kids to go swimming. So, the next 2 weeks I'll have to keep you guys posted as if we're going to do one or not. The next week for sure we won't be. So make sure you have that's a good idea, Nanny. Yeah, if I have to walk, we'll have to stop every 5 minutes, but yes. And radios. I was bidding on that radio and I lost it. I know. Two-way walkie-talkie. You know what? That's a great idea, too. You know what I'll do? I'll keep this list. And when I look through all this stuff every week at the auction. Yeah, it's terrible.
All of a sudden, one will pop up.
Yeah, if I keep a list of stuff that I'm looking for, I will scour that auction because it's every Wednesday. And I do get most of my stuff, don't I? Eventually, it might take me a couple months, but I will get everything that I have on my list. And I get
your whole cabin that way.
Yeah, when we used to have a cabin, we furnished our entire cabin through there. Beds, everything that we...
Yep.
So, yeah, if I set my mind out to it, I'll get what I want. All right, so make notes on things that you want to discuss next time. Make notes on what you think we need to be preserving and we need to be saving and stocking up on, and any other ideas for survival, all that good stuff. And we're going to talk about it next time. I'm really glad you guys wanted to do this because it's been on my heart to do it. But you don't want to offend anybody, so I figured the people that are in here today want to hear about it. So that's why I thought doing it on a live might be a better idea. Because you don't want to get people saying, oh, she's a crazy conspiracy theorist. And I'm not crazy. Well, any more than any normal person anyway.
So you gotta leave a little room.
I gotta leave a little room to be weird. It's okay. That's me. But I want to thank you guys for all the wonderful ideas, and I want to do this again. And you guys said you'd like to do it again, so let's do that. I guess I missed it, Nanny. That's true, Sherry. And that one lady that was constantly, it's the very first person I've ever blocked. She said to me, she goes, I can block you off Facebook, which she did. And I'm like, you know what? I can do that to you. And I did. I got so tired of hearing about her. That's a good idea. That is a good idea, Ro. I bet you Ro's house is like Fort Knox. She said Clorox bleach is used for your drinking water. All right, so we're going to get this ended. Tom's got a lot of work to do, and I got something to bake up today. But we'll set this up. Keep little notes of things you guys want to talk about. Hello. I can't say your name. Uchalina? I'm sorry I'm slaughtering it. But hello.
Are you butchering her name?
Well, it's Uchiha. Now, her middle name might be Madara. Maybe I'm saying that right. Well, hi, Pine Creek. I do have some life straws. We're from the United States. There's Canadians and stuff in here too, though. So we're going to get this ended, and we will see you, and we will make sure you let us know what kind of stuff you want to discuss. I'll make it on the community tab. We truly do love you guys, each and every one of you, and you're amazing, and thank you guys. You know what? I'm almost at 2,300. I'm getting there. Ooh! Someday I hope I'm at 50,000. All right, you guys have fun. We're not going to celebrate the 4th, so you guys have a very blessed day. We do love you truly and appreciate everything that you guys do. You guys ready? Mwah! We love you guys. Have a blessed and wonderful day.